Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to Galactic Civilizations for Warlords and our playthrough as the Zolotzi, where things are about to get real hot. We are still at war with the Navigators, but we have beaten back the Navigators to the point where they are not much of a threat. Happily, they didn't grab up all of Cricket's space, which is great news. It actually went over to the Archeans, which I'm okay with. The biggest threat, however, is that we're currently now at war with the Festrons, and the Festrons are disgustingly strong. They are ridiculously powerful, and that is terrifying to me. The good news is that they're far away, so it's going to take their fleets a little while to cross space. We can already see they're making their way over, but that is also a little bit of bad news because their production is so high. By the time they've flown their ships over and destroyed them, they've already gotten back up another fleet. That's going to be a problem for us. How we deal with this, I don't really have a good plan for that just yet. We're going to have to see how the defense goes and what we can do. And to that end, we're going to have to focus on some more military technologies and ships. Otherwise, we have identified the Terrans as potentially another target that we want to go for because they have this Ascension Crystal, and I really want it. I want all the Ascension Crystals, on top of which they're ahead of us in the Prestige, but that's largely because of a bigger tech score and military. But we can't also allow them to get this. So we're going to have to maybe think about a war with the Terrans. And the prospect of doing that while fighting the Festrons is bleak. I don't want to do that. But anyway, we have quite a decent military. Some of them are a bit hurt. We're going to want to put down for repairs. So let's go ahead and start doing that. Give them a little boost. What do we got in here? Yeah, you guys can chill out this way. Now, what I would like is maybe another military starbase. This is economic, but I would like a military, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like right here would be ideal. Do we have a constructor? I would also like a military starbase over this way because I don't want them getting into my space. I don't want them in my space. We have battleships. We have cruisers. There is a constructor. Let's just take this fleet out and send them over here, and we will establish sort of a military presence over this way. Ideally, we would like it. Yeah, somewhere here will be fine. Whoopsies. Why would you do that? Uh-oh. Well, if there's anything over here, we're going to call them out. You guys can move a little bit forward. That's a military base. That's a military base. And another one over here will be good. And seeing as we are at war with a vastly even superior foe, I think we have to drop back to shipyard stimulus. We'll have to maybe take out unregulated research. Our approval's really low, but hopefully that's going to go back up as you know, some of the war wariness on planets go away. I think we will take out genius grants for the moment and put in prototype defenses, and we'll see if we have to make any other changes. We don't want xenobiology. Intermittent suspension is here, and I think we want to get through intermittent suspension and just go for like obscenely large fleets while it's on discount. So let's go ahead and do that. Also, we'll get to exploit the population next turn, which is going to speed up that as well, and we're going to actually pressure the scientists every chance we get. And I think that's going to be it for this turn. We'll have to wait and see what our boys are planning. That's an economic starbase. I wouldn't mind even like another military here. We should get a constructor somewhere. What are you building for me? Nothing. You don't actually construct anything because we don't have a governor here. The thing is, your approval is just so bad that it wouldn't even make sense to colonize that. Approval here is pretty bad. Approval here is it could be better. Got a couple of people on strike. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what the game has in store for us. Got quite a large fleet here. I mean, we could just go after the navigators, but I am so worried about the Festron. I'm terrified, actually. Yeah, all the approval on the planets that we've just taken over are kind of bad. But I mean, even a bad planet has a shipyard that we can use to produce anything out of. Let's get a constructor out really quick ahead of the cruiser. We wait for the Festron. What do they have to their name? Invaders. They do have some cruisers. They look like pretty nasty cruisers. Don't need that starbase anyway, but here they come. That is a lot of them. Okay, well, a shame it had to end like this. There was so much promised in our relationship. Words, words, words. Disappointing, but not a surprise. We're at war with the Terrans, which is kind of what we want, because we want that Ascension Crystal. But the Festron are, like, they are... they're so powerful. Alright, let's get this constructor down somewhere here. It's gonna be a military starbase. How many modules do we have? 3. Let's get the starbase defenses, barrier arrays, and a fortification module. It's basic, but it'll do. We'll station you guys here for now. We might even send these guys over. Maybe if we're fast enough, we can actually take out the Terrans. We don't know what they're throwing at us. They're feeling confident. Let's have a look. You, I guess, were... I don't know if you were a diplomat. What were you doing? We could make you a governor somewhere. Richios seems a bit iffy. Shapler 1, maybe? Where is this? Przemyski. One of these. This planet, approval is not atrocious. Rand's approval is pretty bad. Maybe Shapler 1. If we take Shapler 1 though, it is going to mean that our approval tanks. And you're not even a great governor. I think we'll assign you as a diplomat. And let's get you as a diplomat with the verse harmonizers. We could really use some kind of an ally or somebody that we're just more friendly with. On Savo. Okay. And I think we just want... I feel like these are obsolete as well. Cerberus warheads. Yeah, I don't like a lot of our designs. Let's get some new designs going. I like this cruiser. This will be a missile boat cruiser. All right, how long will it take to crank these puppies out? 3 turns. Yep, that's gonna be our latest run of ships. Keep you boys on the defense. Our defense here is not great. I mean, we do have at least battleships, something here. This shipyard is going to be churning out stuff for us. Let's finish off that run, and then we're going to go straight over to the newest line of ships. Now, the Festron. Here they are coming. 31. We got full stacks. You guys are fairly weak. Yeah, we lose these fights. This fleet at least can hold its own, and it's basically just a battleship with some destroyers. We have a lot of ships stationed. Of course, the Lagerda is on station. Still down for repairs. It's always down for repairs. Tell you what, let's move you guys out the back. What's your range? 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 13, 14, 15. Can't quite get to here. But they could start blowing up my shipyards. These shipyards, of course, are not of any use to me. We will keep these things garrisoned. These guys can come under assault. They're in a radiation storm. They have minus HP in there. Does it make sense hitting them? That military starbase still hasn't repaired. This fleet, I think we retreat with. These are non-military vessels. We will fall back, get them out of the fight until we need them, and then we garrison all of our ships on the inside. We can't. We want to keep our invaders. This fleet is very hurt. Let's get our thickest boys. Just trying to sort out my fleet. I will take you, and you. They can go in there. That's a full station. All of you guys just kind of fall back out of range. Try to get some repairing done. All right. Our defenses, that's about as good as we can hope on the defense. Still nothing out of the Terrans yet. I'm scared. Do we want, and I think the answer is yes, we want to make these bases as scary as possible. For that, we're going to need modules. They're not even built up. Even though they're low HP, we still need them to be good. So get me 5 modules. And which base is more likely to survive? This one is probably what we want. We always want the interstellar defense modules. Oh, that was a fortification modules. Whoopsies. Eesh. That's 3 durantium we just threw away. But I'm sure it's fine. Let's head to the bazaar. Or let's do some trading with the verse harmonizers. They like us ish. No, we don't want to destroy you. We can't trade with them. Sad. Let's go to the Archaeans. Strategic resources. We want modules a bit. Okay, we can get 14 for this trade, and that's okay. I will accept that. We need durantium, however. Will the resistance trade with us? Trade. They've got a ton of durantium. We can get 18 for 1 harmony crystal. I will accept that trade. Okay, and let's think about you guys. We'll give you interceptors. Might be a little bit of a waste. You're gonna need the barrier arrays, extra armor, fortification module. We can't get Omega Starbase here for some reason. Why? Oh, we need advanced defenses first. And hypersilicates. I don't think that's on the market, sadly. We'll take the harpoon salvo and the pulse cannon. I mean, the Xenon defenses adds a ton of maintenance, and it's 6 Durantium. We'll take it. Hopefully we don't lose these bases because these are pretty hefty investments. We would like Xanthium deposits for more interceptors. It's not there. That's a bit sad, but it's okay. Get the fortification module, the Xalon defenses, the harpoons. We're out of Durantium, but it's fine. Okay. Okay. We'll hold these reserves. You guys are running. You guys are waiting. I'm a little bit worried that our defenses at home might be a bit light, but we will have to wait and see. Let's go ahead and exploit the population. Here comes the hammer. I'm worried. I'm worried. Costs me nothing to say I'm worried. We have a Terran cruiser at Shapler. Where was this? I was not aware of that fleet. Oh, that was the fleet that I think I sent out to repair. Wow, they got there. 17 moves. Miscalculation. Alright, that military starbase is going to die just to like missile attacks. But okay, now we can sort of strike out maybe. Let's see what our fleet can do. The loss of the invader hurts, but kind of not invading at the moment. All right, we'll take no casualties here. They lose a bunch of cruisers and stuff. That is great. It's exactly what we want to see. No casualties on this side. This cruiser's a bit hurt. We'll swap him out for one of these. Now we take light casualties. Really? I guess this anti-small destroyer just sort of sucks. But he can handle this. Okay, he can't. Let's get the discovery in there. Light casualties. I really don't like the idea of that. I want to hit this fleet. How many moves do we have? We have enough to strike out and fall back. Let's do it. A light casualties sort of sucks, but you know, it's a lot of ships gone. But if it's a war of attrition, remember, this is no good for us. It's no good for us. No casualties there. Good. It's inside the range of our military base. Let's hit them. Took a little bit of a scuffing. We'll leave this fleet repairing the Lagerda. I would still like to just get rid of these. We would need 6 moves to move out there and hit them and then fall back. We still have these guys to deal with. Yeah, we're going to take some pretty hefty L's here, I think. If these military starbases were at full HP, I would feel a lot better. This one's getting up there. This might be like the last stand, sort of hold off. Get back over here. These guys have a cruiser. I don't think our cruiser can fight the Terran cruiser. Actually, it can't. Get rid of it. Erect Terrans. We'll have to decide if we want to upgrade, how far we want to upgrade these military starbases. And I really don't know, looking at the Festron numbers, if we can actually strike out against the Terran. All we want is this, but in order to do that, we're going to need an invader. And not just that, we're gonna need ships. We don't have them. We do have a fleet here waiting to go, and maybe the Terrans are gonna strike us from this direction. So I don't want to mobilize this fleet just yet. Most of our planets are fully developed. Let's just go ahead and get some cash wherever we can. We got a constructor out of Shapler. I'm thinking another military base, sort of like a fallback military starbase. We'll just give it a barrier array for now, and that will have to do for this turn. I mean, we can hold our own. We're not completely outclassed, but we are kind of outclassed. They do have like a silly, stupid amount of military. They're not at war with anybody else, it looks like, which is kind of unfortunate. And I'm wondering if we should just take these ships and bring them down here to help with the initial defense of this first push. But I would like you guys to be able to respond to anything coming out of the Terrans. I think we hold for the moment. I mean, the navigators are under way too much pressure to cause us any issue. We can just ignore that. That's no casualties out of the Terrans. At Pax Atlar, they take moderate casualties destroying Marshall's shipyard. It's annoying, but it's not terrible. They do have a fleet down here, quite a sizable fleet, comprising of bombers and a cruiser. But this is the real deal. All right, we got somebody out over this way. Military starbase is taking some licks. From Rand, I think we're just going to take whoever the unhappiest citizen is. They're all kind of at 32. You're 25. Yeah, get you. We're under siege at Rand from the Terrans. Unacceptable. All right, yeah, we made a colony ship to try and colonize that planet up there. You're gonna have to fall back. That's a Terran battleship. Wowee. There is actually a lot of Terran heat here. How do our ships do against all of this? First off, that battleship, light casualties. No casualties against these big stacks down here. But it's a big ask. Build back our shipyard. It's a big ask out of you guys. You'll just have to deal with it. Get rid of 21 ships for me. That's no casualties. The loss of a cruiser and a bunch of frigates and a whole bunch of bombers. Almost lost a destroyer. I don't like the idea of a battleship joining up with another fleet. So let's actually do this. We'll take no casualties. I don't believe it. And get you guys here. How beefy are these guys? Let's get barrier arrays. We have starbase defenses. I would like advanced defenses at least. And the fortification module. We need a Durantium. Let's go ahead and buy one. Should have done this before. We're not garrison on the inside, so they might just blow up that starbase. That would sort of suck. Here we're just doing cruisers. Cruisers for the war. There's a battleship just floating around out here. A navigator battleship. I mean, the navigators are under so much fire right now. I don't really want to hurt them even more, but it's a battleship. We'll take a total loss. I don't believe that. I believe that. Wow. I feel like that didn't update at the end there, but that's some serious shit. I think it's too little too late for the navigators, but still pretty serious. A little bit worried that this fleet might do something. It's 3 cruisers against our 4. One of them is really busted up, probably a couple of them. Then we have to lift this, take out a bunch of Terran stuff. We still want to strike north at the Terrans. We'll have to get around to it. We have this fleet inbound as well. Movement of 15. They're going to be around about here, just outside of our range. I think we're going to buy one more Durantium. Increase the range on this base. So now if they end up anywhere in here, we'll take this fleet to strike out at them. And if they come here, of course, to fight us, they will probably die. But I think their destination is down here near Alhana. They do have a troop transport, so that's something to consider. Okay, down here. We just need to clean up a little bit of this. This is the bigger fleet. I should have been hitting this with missiles. But anyway, no casualties. Total loss. A couple more cruisers down for these guys. Moderate casualties. Moderate casualties. These guys are in a radiation storm. I feel like it's a great opportunity to hit them while they're in there, and we're not. I mean, we take moderate casualties. I don't think we can accept moderate casualties. I really don't. I really don't. I mean, we have this that we can minus 25 HP on something. 3 cruisers and a couple bombers with some frigates against my battleships and 4 cruisers, and we're still taking moderate losses. I don't understand. I mean, you're pretty hurt. That's maybe why. Let's swap out for the Discovery. Light casualties. So we saved the life there. I think we can accept light casualties. Down to 5. We can maybe pull one of you boys out. Hopefully you can make the trek all the way down. We'll fall back, and that should be able to hold. And that's kind of how we have to do it. If we take any losses, we'll resupply from somewhere else and just keep the supply train going. Just get the logistics, replace our losses as we take them, and hopefully beat them down without losing too many of our ships. Meanwhile, the Terrans are a concern. We'll have to wait and see what they do. This fleet needs to hold, and we can't actually lose Rand. We're gonna have to like rally something. Apparently there's another set of ships down here. These look like more Terran. No, these are the other Terran, the good Terrans. Alright, I knew that battleship was going to be a dick. He did take a couple hits for it though. Silly Billy. Let's wipe him out. Should have wiped it out when I had the chance. No casualties. Just get your crap out of my yard. Alright, double battleships coming in. Movement 15. That is a worry. That is a worry. Alright, Marshall is under attack. That's okay. We can liberate Marshall with no problems. We will. Excellent. Fall back. Marshall is safe. Starbase is back up. Shappler, MB cruisers. All right, you guys have to go. We will take the Lagerda into battle once again. Moderate casualties, but that should mostly be on my fighters. Yep, and we still have 4 fighters remaining. That's great news. We'll pull back. Keep you guys doing repairs. How are you guys looking down here? Just shave down their numbers a bit before going in. It's moderate casualties, light casualties, but they do lose a flagship cruiser. Hopefully we don't lose our flagship. Let's go ahead and quick battle that out. Our flagship lives. What is our flagship like? Our flagship likes, I mean, it's best for beam attacks. It's not amazing, but it's, you know, it's okay. Give it a level. Let's go for the Illyrium cells. Upgrade it. Fall back. We are holding. Why is there a starbase right here? We still had our invader. I would be very happy. We would take that over gladly, but we don't. Still, it's no problem. We can blow that up without casualties. The Festron cleared out from here. That's great news. We did take a loss, though. We would like to send this guy forward. Shappler, I don't feel safe with you guys where you are. The next safe spot is over here, but this might be a little bit contested. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what these guys do. They may do some damage to my back rank here, which I don't love. Yeah, I don't know what we do with these guys. Feel like sending them home over this way is risky. Maybe we just leave them at the military starbase. Hope for the best, because that always works. Get me some more cruisers. All about the cruisers. The dark streets of Alhana are plagued with robberies, assaults, and murders. Each day brings news of increasingly violent attacks with no relief or respite in sight. We can minus crime at the cost of control, and that's fine. We have control to go around. Okay, Rand, how long until you fall? 3 months. I feel like the odds of liberating Rand are slim. However, if we were to, say, sally out with this group while there's nothing here, we could liberate with light casualties, and we can get there in time, and I think we must. We must hope that the Terrans don't throw anything else our way. All right, no casualties against the double battleships. That's great news. Our military starbase stands. All right, the Festron have arrived at the inner systems. We've heard rumors that the Verse Harmonizers have built the antimatter power plant. We have annexed planet Acceloria from the Navigators. We have annexed planet Burning Soul from the Navigators. Getting a lot of reports of our people regarding the ease of working with your people. We're glad to hear that. We love you. So I feel like these ships went a bit farther than I had anticipated them to go. They were here and they were supposed to end up somewhere over here. But okay, let's bring out the fleet. We have to liberate this planet with light losses, but we could maybe get a brand new cruiser in there. We can pull up alongside and hit him with some weaponry. All right, not a lot of weaponry. I accept. Light casualties I will take. Fall back a little bit out of range. Set down for repairs. That's all of our military otherwise occupied. We have to be careful to not lose our reinforcements moving forward. I mean, there is a free fleet up here. It is battleships. I wonder where they're going. I really would love to make progress in this direction, but we're going to need a troop transport for that. It's a little bit of a slug at the moment. It is a slugfest. Let's take out you guys. That should be not a full fleet. We can add you boys in. Moderate casualties. We're doing a lot, but maybe we're not doing enough. Maybe we need you boys to come down as well. Yeah, let's move them down. Get a little bit of damage in. Moderate casualties. I'm hoping that's just our fighters. We have 8 ships in this fleet. That's a big old stack of cruisers though. We did lose a ship. It wasn't the Lagerda, but we should be out of fighters. Yeah. I've got nothing else on sensors. We have some people back here, but I think we're okay to just do a quick strike against this little fleet of frigates. Apparently we can't reach, so let's just zap them. This might be the biggest misplay of the day. Moving you guys here outside of military base range as well. All right, so back to Lagerda. Let's get some Durantium Forge. You're stationed. You're down here. Always be repairing. Okay, the reinforcements have sort of dried up over this way. I hadn't realized that there's Festron ships down here as well. That's bad news. It looks like we can fight them, but that's going to mean some pretty heavy losses. I guess we'll park them on the world. At least we'll get some sort of defensive benefit. Yikes. That's pretty scary too. Okay. We were doing a research mission on Alhana. 2 turns until it finishes. I will let it finish, even though it probably means whatever comes out of there is gonna die. Here we're just doing money stuff. Getting reports of destruction due to pests that originated from your homeworld. Not our problem, Verse Harmonizers. I'm really sorry. Our civilization has recently discovered an alternate energy source which we believe will revolutionize our industries. It requires Illyrium. We can provide some Illyrium. We'll get manufacturing. I will take your manufacturing. In an epic saga of sorrow and regret, we find ourselves lamenting the war we so boldly began. We can accept this ceasefire for a huge influx of treasury. I think we do. It's just a little bit too much expecting to fight the Terrans from the north and the south while dealing with the Festrons, who are just like, they are the final boss. We're bringing that number down, and our number isn't going down, which is great. We probably want to get some alliances going, so we might look at doing some alliancey stuff when intermittent suspension is no longer there. The Verse Harmonizers, you're at war with anybody? They're at war with the Navigators, but then everybody is. The Navigators will shortly be out of the game. The Festron in their thousands. No casualties, we'll take it. I really would like to get rid of this economic starbase as well. Got a couple cruisers on defense. We might be able to push out with this fleet, but we can't make it back in time. But they don't seem to have ships in striking range. Will we be able to take this out without any moderate casualties? Aye. All right. not an option. We're staying on the repairs. I don't think we need to trouble that just yet. Now that we don't have to worry about the Terrans, we still have ships coming through this space here, but we have defensive fleets and reinforcements coming, so I think we're okay to move you guys forward, bring you to the front. Maybe we shouldn't have pieced out the Terrans, but peace of mind. They're still sort of ahead of us in prestige. We'll get around to it, okay? We will get around to it. We need to put the Festrons in their place. So let's go ahead and just get up some cash. 4 months for intermittent suspension. We're looking fairly free of Festrons, but they always have more. They just have so much more. And as they're sending them out, they're just building more and more stuff. And I think it might be a consideration to just get like a death ball of a fleet together and march a Terrastar into their homeland. I think we have to go full Terrastar here. I don't know how else we combat this. I mean, the number has come down a lot, right? But let's get another constructor. I want the Terrastar. Intermittent suspension is going to help us with that. It's going to let us get a big fleet that we can march forward with, that hopefully they won't be able to contest too easily, and we just start taking out stars. Everybody else is going to hate us, but everybody else can either get in this fight or get off my back. That's where we are. Get in the fight or get off my back. One or the other. All right. Our first loss to the Festrons is a military starbase. Wasn't highly developed, but it was sort of my staging point. And that opens the way to Shapler. The navigators have been destroyed at the hands of the Archaeans, so they just got a fairly sizable bump in power. We have to deal with this fleet, but without a military starbase, pretty rough going. Also, what the hell is in this fleet? 2 cruisers and a large amount of frigates. You're telling me that that can fight my battleship cruiser army, my double battleship cruiser army in range of this? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Moderate casualties. We keep you guys on the defense. We'll keep you guys on the defense. You guys on the defense. Where are you guys coming from? I think you guys were at Rand. They gave up trying to attack this planet. That's great. Okay. We have to take this fight. We'll replace one of you guys with our latest ships. One of our freshest designs. It's still moderate casualties. We'll take the fight. Let's see what's going on here exactly. They have some insane range. Excuse me. That anti-small destroyer is going down. 42 defenses. We have 52. 84 attack against our 72. A lot of misses. I think our accuracy is pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know if that was worth, really. I mean, our battleships are still untouched. We lost one of our latest cruiser. That hurts. But we can replace it. 2 cruisers for that fleet. I don't know. We can replace one of them. Oh, it's still very much like another military starbase somewhere in between here. To replace the one that we just lost. But okay, yet another wave has been beaten back. So, may these get back up our numbers. Get another constructor out of this. Marshal. More cruisers. And I wonder if we can get this colony ship up north. I mean, our space should be clear. I'm gonna go for it. Might be risky. We still have this fleet to deal with. It's a siege fleet, quite strong. They may come, I don't know. This might have been a tactical misstep as well. 15 moves. This base might fall and I don't want to lose these ships. They may come in handy. We should be clear of Festrons. You guys will not survive. At least there's a massive bait that might pull them into this attack here. A relic which is deep symbolic meaning among our people has been missing for decades. It was recently discovered to be held on one of your leaders, Talon Mar. How they acquired it is irrelevant. We have already asked them to return return it and offered to purchase it from them. They have refused. We are counting on you to do the right thing and hand it over to us. They've made their choice, or we will make sure the brooch is turned over to you. We get +1 relation, but he loses loyalty. Tolan Mar. What does Tolan Mar do for us? Do you actually need your loyalty, Tolan Mar? Tolan Mar. You're a diplomat. Honestly, you're a diplomat. Give me the relations, diplomat. That's what you do. That's what you do. That's your job. Okay, so we still have our 2 fleets here. We still have a large-ish fleet here. We've got some reinforcements. They're kind of spreading us thin, but as long as our centers of production are still churning out ships, we should be good. And in fact, we are bringing them down faster than it looks like they're replenishing. So that is great news. There is hope in this war yet. I got my eye on you, Terrans. Don't worry. As soon as the Festrons declare peace, we are coming for you. 3 months for intermittent suspension. Let's see where they go. Le Festron. Coming after this military base. Yeah, I figured they would do something like that. Surprisingly, 2 cruisers were able to take out that military starbase. Probably wasn't that upgraded. That does make it so we might take more casualties than I would like, but heavy casualties. No thanks. How long are you guys? 4 months? 4 months. That's light casualties. I'm hoping for like no casualties. Moderate casualties. Okay. Guess we'll take the light casualties. Lost 2 ships out of that. Sort of hurts, but that's another fleet gone down. I suppose we'll put everything down for repairs. How's the Lagerda doing? 3 fighters. All right, so we will liberate Shapler with this fleet, but if we can get up our military starbase here, that'll make the fight a little bit easier. We just need our constructors, and we've got a couple. We've got one coming out of Marshall. Didn't we have one coming out of Marshall? I thought we had one coming out of Marshall. We have one coming here at next turn. We throw down the military starbase. We liberate. We're holding here. We are going to have to move some ships to the front lines. We're taking some hits. We'll grab 3 cruisers, start moving them in this direction, replenish our losses on the front lines. You guys should be out of missile range. I don't think there's anything hanging out over here. This is looking a bit weak. We're going to move this fleet back up over this way. You guys can defend this. That should be fine. Okay. Right. Well, that's a good a place as any to end off. I think we are beating back the Festrons, holding off that aggression. We had a minor scuffle with the Terrans. The Verse Harmonizers have a nice big old slice of space, and so do the Archeans. Now, we're going to have to keep an eye on these guys. They're unhappy with us. We have shared borders. We're dangerous neighbors still. I would love to lose that dangerous neighbors. I thought we were happier with you guys. Let's get open borders. Try to keep some people happy. Except that trade, open borders. We should probably try to get out some trade routes to anybody that we're not at war with. Done. The Terrans are starting to love us. Let's go. Don't you like open borders? Sure. Okay. And we're stronger than them, but their production is always going to be better. It's a rough up and down. Like, people fight us, we kick their butts, and then they just remax. And I know there's times when we could have, like, right at the start of the game, taken out the Yor, taken all this territory for ourselves. But the game is just more interesting when there's more races in. And sure, we could have snowballed real hard right at the start, but that would have just led to kind of a boring playthrough of military conquest. I kind of like what we've got going on here. The prospect of Terra Stars looms on the horizon, which we will probably march into Festron territory, and we're going to Terra Star their homeworld if they allow it. We'll have to beat down their military quite a ways, though, before that happens. But thank you all very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, share, comment. All that good stuff helps the channel grow, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much, guys. Bye-bye.